Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about not just endo but adeno. Now please excuse how I say this because I always say adeno, then trying to say the full word I say adenomyosis, but I don't think it's that. I think it's like adenomyosis, so I'm going to try and go with that. Don't know if that's the right way, but bear with. First of all, I'm just going to warn you, Teddy is nearby. As you can see his little ear by there. He's just chilling by ear with me, bless him. Of course he loves the camera, won't leave me alone. So I'm going to just start off with a definition of adenomyosis. I think that's the way I'm going to go with it. How I'm going to say it. I'm butchering it, of course, but sorry. So it's a condition, I'm going to put a post by here as well. It's a condition in which the endometrial tissue exists within and grows into the uterine wall. So obviously with endo is endometrial tissue similar to endometrial lining, whereas this is your endometrial tissue and is inside your uterus basically. So it's kind of quite similar to endo. So as endo is out, adeno is in. That's how I sort of try and remember it. If that's helpful, I don't know. And now Teddy's ruining everything. Sorry if I seem really far away. I normally put the pictures up on my tablet. My tablet's dead, and so I'm like this connected to the wire. But I'm going to put this post here, and this is by Endo Mama Journey. A lot of people find they have endo and adeno, so it can cross over quite a lot, and I'll show that in the next post how much they cross over. But here are some of the pain, what her pain with adeno looks like. So it's heaviness and pain in hips, legs and back, ovulation pain and pelvic pain, painful sex and pain during pelvic exams, abdominal pressure, bloating and swelling, and severe period pain. I can't talk this all day. Sorry, I've just had to pop Teddy in my Jaden because he was really distracting me. But yeah, as you can see, a lot of the symptoms are really similar to endo. So I'm not saying like if you have these symptoms is this one. Like obviously I don't really know a lot about this condition because I haven't been told I have this. But I do have all these symptoms, but they also cross over with endo. So it's like a bit of a mind confusion to know where do you go from here. But obviously in your laparoscopy it can sometimes be seen on the surface of the uterus. I won't obviously show pictures on here because it'd be a bit graphic sometimes, but if I'll try and put the Instagram page that I look at, he's a surgeon, he's like endometriosis surgeon or something like that, and you can sometimes see the adeno on the top of the surface if it goes through deep enough, like it goes through the uterus. And I keep saying cervix, don't I? Did I? I don't know. Brain fog's real, sorry.
Lol, didn't say cervix once.
It goes through deep enough through the uterus that you can see it on the top of the uterus. So yeah, I'll try and see if you can, if you wanted to see it, then you could look for yourself instead of just bombarding you with an image you might not want to see, to be fair. But yeah, but I'll get into more of the crossovers. I've got like a sort of next picture that shows how similar they are. So with endo, there is no cure. There's only the gold treatment, they call it, is the excision surgery. So laparoscopy, trying to remove as much as they can. Obviously not ablation, it would be excision is the best way forward for endo, and then the pain management with sort of medication, things like that. Whereas adeno, it does have a cure, but it's not the best. It's a hysterectomy, so it's sort of, if you don't want a hysterectomy, you've still got to live with that pain and all the suffering that you're going to live with the similar sort of pains of endo. But at least you know eventually there is a cure, but you might not want to have it. Like everyone, oh, it's easy, yeah, you should have a hysterectomy. It's not that easy. Now this post makes me question an awful lot, so maybe it's, you know, something I should look into more or discuss the possibility with my consultant. I mean, if he thought it was an option, well, I haven't had my post-op appointment yet. I think it's May, early May sometime, so it's coming up soon, so maybe it might get brought up. I doubt it, to be honest, but because looking at this, there isn't an awful lot of crossover. So on the endo side, the pain is more of a stabbing sharp pain, and the symptoms of that can be pain in your cycles, irregular periods, nausea, IBS, diarrhea, which is also normally related to bowel on the endo. Endo on the bowel, oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I feel like after my surgery, my brain fog's just getting even worse. I didn't think it could. Anyways, pain during sex, sciatic nerve pain, headaches, thoracic pains, low blood pressure, low magnesium and low iron. And then people describe the pain of how did I say I was going to say it? Adenomyosis? Okay, yeah. They describe that sort of pain as swollen discomfort and heavy pain. Now, this is what I'm a bit confused about, because I feel that pain all the time, and then I do quite often have the sharp shooting pains as well. So maybe that's something I should discuss, I'm not too sure. But the symptoms more of adeno is abnormal or heavy menstrual bleeding, pain with intercourse or as a result of a tender uterus, long periods and bleeding. On examination, the uterus feels enlarged, peripheral nerve numbness, which can cause leg or bowel pain during periods. Now, I do get quite a lot of leg pain, like pain shooting down my legs, and also I do get bowel pain, but endo was on my bowel, so it's a bit like, don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I thought a lot more of those symptoms. Like I was talking to another friend this guy, you just sort of say, and even the doctors now, they just sort of go, oh yeah, what is your endo pain? Like, everything is sort of brushed aside, they're not looking for anything else. Now they've got that diagnosis maybe, so it might be something to keep track of. Like, I'm even, after my last video now, I'm trying to keep more of a pain diary and keep on top of things, because I haven't been. So it might be worth something to bring up and talk about. The crossover in the middle then, they both have urinary issues, both have the fatigue and brain fog, and both have fertility complications. Obviously, why would they not? So yeah, it's quite hard, because I know they coincide with each other quite a lot. So quite often people, not saying it always happens, like if you have endo you have to have adeno, it doesn't work like that, but quite often they do go together. And I am going to do another video of all the other conditions that you can have alongside endo. But yeah, it's a bit of a strange one. Like, I can't say, obviously I'm doing this video now because it's Adenomyosis Awareness Month in April. I'm a little bit late, but I wasn't too sure if people would be interested in a video like this, because obviously I am in an endo page at the moment. But I did a little poll over on my Instagram, so if you're not following me, I'll put it in the description so you can follow along, because I'm trying to make it a bit more interactive so my followers can choose what posts I make. Not that I've got many followers, so sometimes it's just me choosing, but yeah, I thought it'd be more fun that way. But I thought, as is Adenomyosis Awareness Month, I'd try and do a video just talking about some of the symptoms, the actual definition, things like that. And now looking into it for this video, I thought a lot more, they are quite separate, the symptoms. I thought they crossed over a lot more, is what I thought. But the only difference I know from adeno is that it grows inside your uterus, whereas endo sort of grows anywhere it wants, and that there is a cure for adeno. But just by saying there is a cure doesn't mean it's amazing help for some girls. Like, obviously, if you're my age, 22, and you've got it, and everyone's like, oh, so I have to go a cure, you can just have a hysterectomy. That's not what we're thinking about this age. So it's still not very helpful. It's nice to know in the future that, yeah, you could have a hysterectomy and maybe get rid of it, but still not what you want to hear at the same time. Sorry, this video is probably not that informative. It was just going to be a quick little one just to sort of touch upon it, because obviously with endo I know a little bit more about it, because I've had to do the research myself to look into it, because I've had to sort of push it on my doctors and on everyone. And I feel like with Awareness Month last month, with all the pages I follow, I was learning a lot. But with adeno, I feel like it's even less heard of than endo, just because, I don't know, it's like a sister of it really, and then it's pushed away even further than endo ever could be. So maybe that's something that definitely also needs to be looked into. Maybe just make sure you're keeping a record if you have got endo of your actual symptoms, and mention them to your doctor. Like, when I have my post-op now, I am going to mention all the symptoms I'm still having to my doctor, because, well, my specialist, because they're still here now, even though I've had all my endo excised. So it could be something further going on, or it could just be my body still settling. You don't really know, but it's better to be your own advocate and look for the information yourself. Not in this video at all, because I've literally just done a whirlwind of a definition, symptoms. But if that you'd want a more in-depth video, I can try and do more research and reach out to some girls that have it and how they feel. Yeah, I think that's where I'm going to leave it today. Sorry this was a bit rubbish. I gotta be honest, I've had a bit of a rubbish week, pain wise and stress wise and everything wise. So yeah, but if you have any video ideas, drop them in the comments. And I'm also going to try and do more polls over on my Instagram. Hopefully next week's video will be a collab, which would be fabulous. I don't know. We're going to see how things go. But yeah, if you've got any ideas, let me know. And thanks for watching. Hi, sorry, I know I said I was finished, but after filming that, I've just been on Instagram and I found so much more information. So I'm going to put a link in the description to a podcast on Spotify called The Hookup, and they talk all about Adeno, or however they say it, and how it affected them and the symptoms they suffer with. I'm also going to put a link, hopefully it'll be here this whole time, fingers crossed, and I'll try to say longer so you can see it, of more symptoms of people suffer. It's basically what I've already said, so I hope I haven't failed you too much. I was going to refilm the whole thing, but it's basically what I've already said, so there's no point doing it again, saying the same thing. But yeah, some more information there, and some good, I'll try and find some good Instagram pages that if you do have it, you can follow as well in the down bar, because I find that's where I get the best information from sometimes, is people that have it and do the research and say their thoughts and feelings as well. So yeah, I'm gonna stop now. Bye.